Can you hear that? The static? Good. That means the signal is coming through strong tonight. Now, don't you dare touch that dial. Don't even think about looking away. There's nowhere else to tune in. Not really. Welcome to my broadcast. It's just a little collection of stories I've picked up from a place you might call Scary Town. I'll be your host, your broadcaster, and this frequency, oh, it's eternal. It just pulses right through the static between worlds, catching nightmares like flies in a spider web. And tonight, I'm pulling a few of them through just for you. So you should probably get comfortable, because you're not going anywhere. So let's begin. Our first program this evening is a real classic. It gets to the heart of how this town was founded, on a bedrock of ancient, shared fear. Long before the concrete and the rust, there was just mud and blood and a whole lot of belief. Take a look. You see the illusion, don't you? One night, it's all quiet streets, warm lamps, people tucked away in their homes thinking they're safe. But then the next day comes. The rain always comes to wash the cobblestones clean. And justice, or maybe something much, much older, is served right out in the open for everyone to see. In this town, you learn that every quiet moment is just the breath held right before a scream. That's a quaint little saying they have there. They whisper it to each other when the corn grows tall and the pumpkins start to swell up in the fields. It's just a little reminder that the earth, it doesn't give up its gifts for free. See, a bargain was struck a long, long time ago, and the silent things that watch from the fields, they never, ever forget. And right here, you can see who comes to collect. They don't really have names, not anymore. You could call them the old gods of twig and twine, of rot and root. They're the ones who walk the fields on the darkest nights, their shadows just stretching right over the village, making absolutely sure that price is paid. They're as much a part of the landscape as the hills themselves. All right, let's change the channel. Let's move away from the big public spectacle of sacrifice to something a little more intimate. This is a story about slow decay, about a curse that doesn't hit you like lightning, but just kind of seeps into your bones like mold. This one's for all you lonely ones out there. Just imagine this trip. The road's been going on forever, the weather is miserable, and then you see them. Lights in the distance. A village? Shelter? The signpost is so weathered you can't read the name, but who cares? Any port in a storm, am I right? And so the carriage wheels churn through the mud, bringing you to a place you'll very soon call your grave. But there's no warm welcome waiting for you. Turns out, those lights you saw weren't from a cozy fireplace. They were just flickers of swamp gas. The houses, they all lean against each other. Not for support, but because they're just too tired to fall down all the way. And the air is so thick with mist, the only sound you hear is the crows. They're always watching. And it doesn't take long to realize, this isn't a town. It's just a collection of tombs. And in the end, there's no getting out. The path you took to get here, it's gone. The houses sag and sink right into the muck. And you just become another lonely shape in the mist, another memory the swamp is slowly digesting. The rot doesn't just take the wood, you see. It takes you too. And now it's time for our late night report, a little peek into the future. Because all these curses, the old ones and the new ones, they're all headed to the exact same place, a final, beautiful silence. This is where my signal is the strongest. This is the apocalypse I'm broadcasting from. People always think they're building towards something better, don't they? Taller towers, brighter lights. But in this place, the curse just adapted. It grew right along with the city. And when the city was at its biggest and its best, that's when the rot finally took over completely, leaving behind this magnificent skeleton. The scale's a lot bigger, sure, but the emptiness feels exactly the same. I always get a kick out of the little warnings people leave behind, scrawled on a sign. Maybe it's a last act of hope, or maybe it's just a cruel joke, as if it makes a difference, as if the dark of the night is any different from the darkness that has already swallowed this place whole. There's nowhere left to run. But of course, it's not completely empty. There are echoes, phantoms like her. She walks these cracked streets every single night, a silent hostess, welcoming absolutely no one. You have to wonder, is she a victim, a survivor, or is she just the curse, wearing a different face? That's a story for another broadcast, I think. And that brings us to my final transmission for the evening. This one's a little more personal. I've shown you the past, the present, and the future of this place. But, I still haven't told you the most important part of the story, the part that's about you. You see, this was never a one-way transmission. This broadcast, it seeks out receivers. It finds the lonely people, the curious ones, the ones sitting alone in the dark, kind of like you are right now. The signal doesn't just travel to you, it travels into you. Every story I've told you tonight has been like a key, slowly turning a lock deep inside your mind. Did you really think you were just watching something? That you were a passive observer, safe and sound on the other side of a screen? Oh, that's the oldest trick in the book. You don't just watch fear, you become it. You're a part of Scary Town now. Its fears are your fears. Its ghosts are going to be walking your hallways. The signal has latched on tight. Congratulations, you're my newest antenna, and my broadcast has found a permanent new home. I couldn't have spread the signal this far without your help, so really, from the bottom of my heartless chest, thank you. Sleep well, if you can.